TBS News, I'm Ron Chang. North Korea fired this morning an unidentified projectile into the EC, according to Seoul's Joint Chiefs of Staff. In a text message to reporters, the JCS said the projectile was launched from an inland area around 8:10 a.m. Officials said the projectile is believed to have been a ballistic missile, adding South Korean and U.S. intelligence authorities are analyzing the launch. The firing of ballistic missiles by the regime is in violation of United Nations Security Council resolutions. It came after North Korean leader Kim Jong-un vowed last week during a ruling party conference to boost his military capability. The military here has stepped up its readiness posture in response to the North's latest show of force, the first this year. Cheongwadae's National Security Council convened an emergency meeting. Standing committee members expressed concern towards the launch and stressed the importance of resuming inter-Korean dialogue. The daily number of new coronavirus infections in South Korea shot back over 4,000 today, likely due to more testing. The Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency said it confirmed 4,444 new cases in the previous 24-hour period, up 1,420 transmissions compared to the previous day. But the number of critically ill patients dropped by 20 to 953. The KDCA also reported 57 COVID-19 related fatalities, pushing the death toll to 5,838. The latest figures come as tough social distancing measures, including a 9 p.m. business curfew for restaurants and cafes, are in place across the country to flatten the curve of infections. Education Minister Yoon Hye encouraged teens to get vaccinated against COVID-19, even though the vaccine pass mandate for cram schools and other facilities was suspended. She made the remark during a press conference after health authorities announced the suspension a day earlier. That decision came after a Seoul court ordered the scrapping of the rule where students have to show from March proof of vaccination or a negative PCR test result to gain entry to private academies, study rooms, and cafes, pending a trial on a complaint that parents filed last month against the measure. They claim the vaccine pass system infringes on the freedom and learning rights of students. The government said it will appeal the court's ruling. U.S. President Joe Biden said there is no excuse for Americans to be unvaccinated after the country registered a global record of 1 million new coronavirus cases in a day. He said 35 million people in the U.S. had not had vaccinations, and it was now a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Lawrence Gostin is the World Health Organization's Director on Global Health Law.
All the vaccines that are used in the United States are very effective at preventing serious disease. But, the president has begged people to get vaccinated. He's bribed them with incentives, and he just can't move the dial. The truth is that the United States has fewer vaccinated population as a percentage of our population than most of our peer nations.
That's all for now. You're listening to TBS eFM.